Welcome back to the Anabolic Hub, where we make anabolic deliciousness. We're also back inside my kitchen today doing something a little bit different. We're going to be going through a shredding meal plan. Now this is going to consist of 2,100 total calories. All of these recipes are from Coach Greg Doucette's Ultimate Anabolic Cookbook 2.0. So if you've purchased that book, you're all set to go with this plan. If 2,100 calories works for you, great. If not, you can always adjust it up or down if you need to. But let's start taking a look at this plan with meal number one. Here we go. So meal number one here that we're looking at is for breakfast, the banana Nutella French toast roll-ups. Oh man, this might be one of the most popular recipes in the book. Once you start putting these together, they're gonna have your mouth watering, thinking about that good old-fashioned Nutella that we all love, that's kind of like the most addictive thing ever created by mankind. But man, you start putting this recipe together as an alternative to your regular anabolic French toast, this can satisfy that craving in so many ways. From the first time I made this and tried it, I fell in love with it immediately. The roll-up is a great idea on its own. These ingredients come together perfectly to make something that is very, very satisfying, will kill any kind of cravings that you have for something like Nutella, and it's very filling. Most of all, it's anabolic and filled with lots of protein. Oh man, this is a winner. If you have not tried this recipe yet, you don't know what you're missing. You gotta try it either right now or for breakfast tomorrow. Trust me, you won't regret it. Next up for meal number two is a snack, the blueberry protein cookies. Oh boy, now I'm with you. I never thought that I would add fruit to a cookie and have it be a good thing, but man, did these ever change my mind. When I started making that cookie base, I'm thinking the same thing you probably are right now. I'll just throw some chocolate chips in it. I like chocolate chip cookies. Yeah, I like chocolate chip cookies too, but you know what? You don't know where you're missing out if you don't try it with the blueberries. It's so satisfying. It's the first cookie I've ever had where I feel like I'm also having a cookie and real food at the same time. It's unbelievable. Super satisfying, super filling. The blueberries add such volume to the cookie. When you're trying to shred, it's a no-brainer to have something like this that's gonna keep you full longer than just even the batter alone will, and that's pretty filling on its own. The amount of fiber in these cookies is amazing. The protein adds up super fast. You could easily have one or two of these and it'd be the perfect snack for a morning. Depending on how you wanted to divide up the cookies, you could make a bunch of small ones so it feels like you're eating more, or you can have one big one. Man, and the macros, like I said, unbelievable on this. So satisfying, so good. I think they're actually better than the blueberry muffin recipe in the book, but that's just me. It's a great way to add in something in the beginning of your day, maybe that mid-morning snack that makes you feel like you're cheating on your diet a little bit, getting something that's super satisfying, getting that protein up for the day early on, giving you something that's gonna be super anabolic to get you where your goals are, and we all know what that is, getting shredded. All right, the next meal up, I want you to smash the like button, comment something down below. Hey, how about your favorite food? Comment your favorite food down below. Hey, and if you're not already subscribed, why don't you subscribe? Might as well, hit the subscribe button. All right, back to the shredding meal plan. So if you saw the last shredding meal plan that I did that was around 1,800 calories, you saw me have the deli meat rice cake sandwiches. Oh man, those are really good. But once you see this open-faced tuna rice cake, oh my goodness. This here is spectacular. It's very hard to eat tuna, especially tuna out of a can. Tuna fish is a bodybuilding staple. You can go back, you see guys eating it out of a freaking can years ago, and man, what a waste of a way to eat tuna that is. The best way that I found to have this, have it be super satisfying, super filling with lots of flavor, is doing Coach Greg's open-faced tuna recipe. This is so simple to make. It's a great way to use tuna fish, but my goodness, this here has had such volume with the rice cakes. The flavors all come together, something that's super satisfying. I found it to be just as filling as the deli meat rice cakes, and I would definitely recommend, if you do try it, definitely add the fat-free cheese to it. Adds a whole different element of flavor to it, spruces it up perfectly, makes all the flavors well balanced, and something that you gotta try. And it's definitely one of the #1 lunches I put on my list for any shredding meal plan that I do. Second snack of the day, we're looking at our SKOR bars. Yes, the SKOR bar. Man, it is such a classic protein bar now that we've gotten from Coach Greg. He's been raving about them for years, and I gotta say, I totally agree with him. I've had probably every single protein bar out there. We know there's some that taste horrible, there's some that are okay, and there's some that we really like. But this one, I mean, hits it out of the park. Something about that SKOR Heath bar candy that goes into it with all that protein that's in there with the protein powder. The flavors are perfect. It's something that if you're not doing right now, you have to start doing it. They're super simple to make. You can make a bunch all at once. have them all meal prepped for the week or a month or as long as you really wanted to. Take the time, meal prep these out. It's gonna be something that's totally worth it. Simple grab and go snack. Takes you a while to eat because it's mostly frozen when you take it out, and it's something that's very satisfying. It's not like your ordinary protein bar where you finish it in about 30 seconds. It takes you a little while to finish it, allows your body to realize that it's getting full, and man, these things are so dense, you actually are getting full. These SKOR bars are one of the #1 snacks I would recommend on any shredding meal plan. They're that good. Oh my goodness, I thought that nothing would beat the lasagna, the classic lasagna that I had in the last shredding video that we did, but then I tried the Swedish meatball recipe, and oh my, speaking of anabolic, I don't think there's ever been a more savory anabolic recipe than this one. This is something that is so good. It's totally worth the time it takes to make this. You could even meal prep it for 2 or 3 days, maybe a week, depending on how you portion it out. My goodness, looking at the macros here for the day, it's just unbelievable. It is a little slice of anabolic heaven. If you haven't made this recipe yet, you really need to make it today. You will not be unhappy. Take the time. It's totally worth it. It's super anabolic. So much protein in this. So satisfying. If you're getting a little tired of all the sweet stuff and you want something savory, this is the recipe that you have to go with. It's super convenient, awesome to have on any shredding plan. It's gonna keep you full and satisfied right at the end of the day. And nothing is better than that. And finally, we're at the end of the day and you might think you're gonna get hungry at nighttime. Well, here's the solution. Anabolic Avalanche ice cream. You got it. This one is a no-brainer to keep you full at the end of the day. It also feels like you're having a dessert, and it is something that is so filling. There's so much volume in it, so high in protein. It's gonna leave you full for the rest of the night. You'll be lucky if you're hungry for breakfast the next day. Whether you use the cookie dough topping that I put in my recipe or you use Coach Greg's lava cake recipe, you can't go wrong with either one. Both are super satisfying, super filling. It's gonna make you feel like you're eating another dessert on the day. It's so good. It's a no-brainer way to end the day, to make you feel full, have you go to bed feeling satisfied, getting ready to get up the next day and crush that next workout. It's one of the #1 things I would recommend anybody have to finish their day off full and not craving any kind of food. This is how you want to do it. It's the perfect recipe for that. I would challenge anyone to find a better way to finish off the day than eating a big bowl of ice cream with a tasty topping inside. So good, and such a great way to end your day of the shredding meal plan, leaving you full and ready to go to bed and sleep like a baby. So there you have it. There's the 5 meals I would recommend you have on this shredding diet plan. I'll flash up the macros here for the full day of eating so you can see. This is how the macros break out for the entire day. This is something that if you want to get started on a shredding plan using Coach Greg's Anabolic Cookbook 2.0, super simple. Highly recommend it. If you don't have the book yet, I think you should definitely buy it. There's tons of recipes in there just like this that you can mix and match. Come up with any calorie goal you want for the day. Whether your goal is weight loss, you're trying to put on muscle, whatever it is you're just trying to maintain without feeling like you're depriving yourself, this is a no-brainer purchase, totally worth the money. Definitely get on board with it. I'll put a link down in the description where you can buy it as well, though I'm sure you already know. But anyway, guys, if you have any questions on this shredding plan or any questions in general, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. Love to talk more about this topic. I love putting these meal plans together. It's so much fun. I find it super easy to do, but I've been doing this for a long time. It's a lot of fun putting the foods together. I especially like it when I have an idea of what some people like to eat. Super easy to do it that way once you can pick and choose the foods that are gonna work for you. And at the end of the day, you wanna find foods that you enjoy, that you can go and eat for the rest of your life. Not something that you're gonna do an 8-week shredding plan for. That's all garbage. Find something that's sustainable, then you can be shredding all year round by just adjusting your calories up or down depending on what you need to do on any given week, month, or year. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for me. Again, any questions, feel free to put them in the comment section down below, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.
Buy this frickin' cookbook, would you?